feel like we've seen this movie before. Fight week, we had the Mexico City, we had Las Vegas. We're here now in Louisville. Are you excited to just get this one over with and once that cage door shuts, go at it?
Yeah, I'm excited to get this one over with. Especially, I'm excited to get back in there more than anything.
So, for the people that don't know, are you able to tell us what happened in Mexico City?
So I got sick the day of, and I tried to shake it off. I tried my best to do a training session, maybe break a sweat, shake it off. I couldn't. Try to get to the arena, try to shake it off again, and I couldn't. Talk to the UFC. They helped me a little bit, and I couldn't. So that's why it took till last minute before I walked out for them to say that I wasn't walking out. It was already going on before, but we were really trying. So like they took till last minute to say that I wasn't walking out.
Was it like a food poisoning, or did you ever figure out what it was?
Not well. My team was sick, and then I got it the day of the fight because I ate healthy. I had a good weight cut. I had everything, and I was feeling the day of the fight. I was feeling dizzy. I was feeling lightheaded. I was having cough because I already had a cough during the whole week, but it wasn't that deep. But the day of, it just got really bad.
And then, was it actually scheduled to be at the Apex the week after?
It got announced, but nothing was signed or nothing, and I wasn't gonna be able to make it. I had really important things to do after the fight, and even if the fight would have happened, though, I was still feeling sick the next Saturday because I got sick on Saturday. So that's it. It wasn't like I got sick on Saturday and it went away Sunday. Like I was sick on Saturday and I got better till the next Sunday. Even my cousins that came to see me after the fight at the room, they got sick too. So it was something that was growing around my team.
What do you think of Ricky Turcios as an opponent? Because he was in here earlier. He said, you know what, the past is the past. I've moved on. I'm ready to get in there and give everything I got this weekend. He's a guy, he's never been submitted in his UFC career. You're a guy that's, well known for his grappling. So how do you think that pans out against him this weekend?
I mean, there's always a first time, right? And he's been knocked out, so, that's there too. I'm ready to go out there and finish him. He it is a little weird. He comes and tells me it's all respect, but he went online and after the fight and he said that he made it out clean and whatever he says. So if he really feels the way he feels, we'll see if he does something about it Saturday night. I expect the same energy, and for him to do something about it, I'll be right there. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways for me to finish this fight, so I'm gonna go out there and finish him and get the job done, whether it's round 1, round 2, or round 3.
That's interesting you say that because, like I said, he said he's moved on, but you just brought up the post that he made, and he said something along the lines of, I'm 1-0, and Raul disrespected the Bushido code by not coming out and fighting me that night. So, is there a little bit of beef on your side? Like, hey, you know what? We're not good.
Yeah, I mean, if I really disrespected whatever code he's talking about, we'll see if he does something about it Saturday night. We'll see if how much I disrespected it. Show me on Saturday. Do something about it. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? I forgot. But oh yeah, I took that a little personal because I did my work. I know he did his work as well, but I did mine. I did mine too. He called me unprofessional, but I did my camp. I was in a mountain since January, the first week, with just my team, nobody around. 3,200 meters above sea level, so even more than the city. I did my weight cut. It was a good weight cut, and I did everything I could control in my hands. Is what I'm trying to say. Getting sick, I can't control that. That's something I couldn't control. So yeah, this is that made me take it a little bit personal. So I just want him to keep that same energy and try to do something about it. And he says that he's proud that he's almost on the co-main event, but he better remember that he's there because of me.
What do you think about all these guys calling you out now? Because we had talked before and you said, listen, I've kind of, a lot of people are calling me out, but I've kind of got to see what it's like on the other side because I'm bringing a lot of eyes to the fight, and I don't know if they're going to bring as many eyes as I am to the fight. So when it comes to your career and moving forward, how does it look like for you, like when opponents are presented to you?
Yeah, a lot of guys are calling me out, but I don't really know who they are. It has to make sense for me if they're gonna call me out. They have to have a hype around them too. Because if I was them, I get it. I would call myself out too because with me they get a lot of attention. Like you see, Ricky's gonna get a lot of attention because we're one before the co-main. We're above a lot of guys on the card, so. Fighting me, you get a lot of attention. But what do I get from fighting other fighters? Like Ricky, he brings a little bit, like he's the Ultimate Fighter champion, so he has a little bit of name. This is the type of fights that I want. I need somebody with hype as well, with a big name or something, like me, they see that I have hype, I have a big name, but I want to get something like if I beat them, what do I get?
Your brothers. I know we're going to see them in the UFC eventually. Which one do you think we're going to see first?
First, I think we're gonna see my brother Jesse Rosas, and then my brother Kevin Rosas coming up too. So it's gonna be three brothers in the UFC. There's been two, but I don't think there's been three. So it's gonna be a really amazing journey, a really amazing career for us, for our legacy, and right now we all go out there and win our fights, keep winning, and my turn is Saturday night. So I got Ricky Turcios, and I'm gonna go out there and finish him.
And then as far as, you're still only 19 years old, right? It seems like we're watching you grow up with the sport. How much better have you gotten since that UFC debut and the Contender Series? Because we've seen you, grappling with guys like the Bellator champion, Patchy Mix. We've seen you, with Sean O'Malley and big name guys out there. So how much better have you gotten since your debut?
I've gotten much better, especially every fight I come in more experienced and bigger in size, So from this fight, I'm bigger in size. I'm more knowledgeable. I have much more techniques, and I train with like the best in the world, Meraldo Billy, Patchy Mix. I went to the MMA lab, trained with Mario Bautista, Marcus McGee, Tyler Phillips. So I've trained with a lot of guys in my weight class at the highest level, and I'm able to get those rounds as experience as well, and keep learning from myself. And I'm excited, because now I'm much more experienced.
Is there any point in your career, do you think, that you will take time off? Because, possibly moving up a weight division as you grow, maybe bulking. Is there any period of time where you're going to be like, man, I'm just going to take, a year to kind of develop and, hone in my skills and possibly change divisions?
Not really. I'm always going to be active. I think I'll rest at the end when I retire. Right now, I want to be active. This is my life. This is my career. This is the only thing that I do. So, I like going out there and fighting. So I want to be able to fight this fight and two more times this year and just keep myself active.
And as far as the division goes, you see yourself in this division for a long time?
Yeah, I see myself as long as possible in this division, but I know eventually moving up to 45 will come. But I really want to focus on 35 right now as much as I can. The day that I miss weight, I know it's going to be time for me to move up to 145.
Last question. How do you get your hand raised on Saturday night?
I get the finish.
Awesome. Raul, everything goes well. Call out for the Sphere. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan. But going back to what I said, I want to. It's a big event on the Sphere, so I want a big name as well.
Gotcha. This guy Ricky Turcios, you talked about him and him having a little bit of name value for this fight. Do you also view him as a step up though, as a fighter, not just the name value itself?
Yeah, I guess with the fighters that I fought, it's a little bit of a step up, but I'm ready for it. I mean, I don't think he's better than Christian Rodriguez, but obviously I didn't win that fight, so we're back on it, and I'm going to win this fight.
So best of luck, my man.